Hi, Krishan. Hi, hi, Dr. Kunal.
Hi, Pankaj. Hi, Dr. Kunal. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
We'll wait for a couple of more minutes, sirs. Then we'll start. Some of the folks are joining in, in the meanwhile. So,
Sure. Not a problem. Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
so we have observed few of the students saying that they'll be joining in a while. So, I think in the interest of time for all, it is good to kickstart. So thanks everyone for joining in, and thank you, Krishan sir, thank you, Kunal sir, for joining in, and of course being here. It is always pleasure to have you guys here, and of course speak to you for for whatsoever we really are doing for the fraternity at large. I would say the holistic agenda of the discussion today, and this discussion was specifically being requested by many of the students. They really wanted to come on board and of course talk through and of course get to hear from both of you guys in terms of the program that we are really looking forward to, which is the postgraduate program in international finance and public accounting. Now, students are very keen, and of course they really wanted to know more and more about this program. So it is all the more worthwhile about we thought that we should have a detailed discussions on various things that they really want to uncover and of course understand, of course, so that they can really take an informed decisions by themselves. And that is the reason we thought that it is all the more important and imperative that we come over here and really talk to you. So thank you very much for joining in, and thanks students for really joining us. Just by way of starting, I would like to introduce our our guests over here. I have Dr. Kunal, Kishor Kunal with me. Sir is the Associate Dean for LIBA Online Education Initiatives and Projects. I don't see that he needs any introduction in the student fraternity at large, and when especially when it comes to the area of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And guys, let me tell you this is really the fever of the century. I'm not saying decade, I'm not saying days, I'm not saying years. It is the fever of the century, and it's gonna be staying over there. Sir brings a very somewhat exceptional blend of corporate and the academic experience, which I'm sure all of the learners, all of the students, all of the fraternity folks would really love and would really relish. He has worked with various top companies at a very senior level, and that is one of the reasons that he brings a very different flavor and understanding to help the students at large, getting not only the real life perspectives, but also the corporate level agendas that they really have to deal with, or the modern area topics that they really have to deal with, be it the startups, be it the edtech fever that is really coming our way, be it the blockchain, be it the cryptocurrencies and whatnot. So he is an expert on that. So welcome, sir. Welcome, and thanks for being on the panel. Thank you very much for that. Coming on to Mr. Krishan Mishra, who is the country head for international business at the Becker Professional Education US. Sir is responsible for the market development in India as well as in South Asia. He's a veteran, I can tell you, in the education field, a very versatile and I would say down-to-earth professional who have been working with not only students but the corporates at large to making their dreams coming out and turning out to reality. He has been awarded as one of the top 100 global leaders in the field of education, and he really deserved that to be here. And I can vouch that, being a avid I would say listener to him in many of the forums that I've been part of. He's also an avid leader and a speaker, and I'm sure you relish hearing his perspectives and thoughts from him, what he has been sharing in various national and the international forums. Welcome, Krishan sir, and it is all the more privileged to have you here.
Thank you so much, Pankaj, and looking forward to a very interactive session today. Thanks.
Thank you. And before I really move on and start the proceedings, I thought it is all the more imperative for me to really share, why I am here. Just to share things about myself, my name is Pankaj Dhingra, and I'm a hardcore finance professional coming from a corporate finance background, and have been working with various corporates all throughout my life. And one of the area that really resonates with me is the area of international finance and public accounting, because I have been part of international finance for ages. So I thought, and in various corporates. So I thought it is all the more worthwhile to really be here and, of course, speak to our panelists and understand more about them, more about this program. And I really see the need of the talent in the corporates, of these talents, or the talent that this program really intend to inculcate. So I thought it is all the more worthwhile to be here and, of course, have a discussion with the right folks over here, so that we can understand together in terms of how we think that this program can really help people get on to a level. So with that, I'll just kickstart our discussion in terms of what we really intended to have. And my first thing that I thought that will be a worthwhile thing to really talk on would be to understand from you, and Dr. Kunal, it is more to do with the fact that how do you think about this program? What do you think that how this program really inculcated in the LIBA's mind, and of course in the mind of people like yours, and what is that students have to look forward to it? I think that is the first thing to start off with, and then I'll circle down a few questions that I've received from the students to really talk on over here.
Thanks, Pankaj and Krishan, for joining and inviting me here. And thanks our students who have patiently hearing us. And it is really a nice moment, because afternoon time and post-lunch session is always a very bad one. But yeah, of course, here we are already connected with. So the question, the genesis, if you go with the genesis of this program, so my dear friend Krishan Mishra has approached me through his Becker's association, and he has a very long association with Loyola College, by the way. So he proposed the thing is that we know Becker. Becker is one of the best in the world, known for this CPA course and XYZ. And LIBA also imparting this education in the management field from the last 40 years. Those who did not know, we are in the same house of XLRI, Loyola College, JVers. So it is under the same SJ, Society of Jesuits. So sometimes our own director shifted, my founder director has been shifted to XLRI and served in XLRI, and then JIMB, and then, so you just know Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar also. So it is one family. So we are imparting this, and our pillar was at that time finance, and because Loyola College become is one of the best known course in the India itself. If you just see after SRCC or you just name St. Stephen's, the third comes Loyola College Chennai in commerce background. So seeing that background, and then so LIBA has also cultivated the same thing, the same professionals who have graduated from Loyola College, they want and they study in LIBA for further going before hitting the corporate floor, they just starting like this. So when you are coming with the best of the best, like Becker's world best, here India's best school is joining you. So I think that that was the genesis that we have formed this point that how we are going to take it forward. And that this gentleman by the name Pankaj Dhingra, who is coming from that, he has not tell you that he has served in the BCG. And those who have known BCG, Boston Consulting Group, he was the CFO or vice president there. So you have a lot to more, and you can, and he is qualified CPA also, CA with CPA and what more. So he did not require that kind of definition in the financial world and corporate world. So you know better. And he is one of your mentor and teacher also. So he is going to teach you and handhold you how you are going to cross this boundary of that 4 stages of your CPA. He is the guide and mentor. Of course, Krishan will also guide. I am the AI guide. So little bit not having the financial background, but my own colleague who is not here right now, Dr. Ram Prakash, is also qualified CA and soon to be a CPA because he is also preparing for that. So he is first graduate, the DVA student, doctoral student of mine, and he has passed already. So seeing all the things, I started this course by taking that why not we start in the international finance accounting, because LIBA did not have that kind of exposure in the international domain per se. We are very good in that national things where we are creating so many CAs and other things from the house of Loyola, but coming from the management portfolio, this was a lacuna and black spot. Once Becker's has offering joint hand, and it is the joint marriage or marriage between two conglomerates, and then the gentleman Pankaj is also there, we say, why not we just started this kind of course for the public accounting and international finance certified by LIBA, and the people who are going to, by the end of the 11th month, they will also going to sit for the CPA exam, because the CPA modules and other things are going to be heavily supported by Becker's learning. So I think it is it is not a vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream on the topping chocolate or some flavors are also there. So that kind of flavor is going to be offered, and 2-in-1 degree is providing by LIBA and Becker's. Becker is giving you able support for CPA. One CPA mentor is here right now with us, and another certification that LIBA is coming from the 40 years of management education and the financial background is there. So why not? It is open world, going to be an open horizon for the newcomer students who wants to establish themselves in the field of finance at mid-level or the initial level also, or at the senior level also. So we have got a very good response right now, because what we say that earlier this course was not open to the commerce graduate. Now it is also open thanks to Krishan and Pankaj. Talking to NASWA, they have made it clear that okay, we can launch it for the become freshers also. Earlier it was not a case. So this was, you just see that we are also working, we are going to give you that ample wing, but now the flying and the taking to the flying zone, it is your effort, your determination. So that's all from the about this course. Pankaj and rest, yeah, you can ask any other questions that you have. So that is the genesis that I have given you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the detailed perspective. I think this really resonate with many of the students, since they're really looking forward to something from LIBA on this front. Many of the students that really approaches us, and of course, when we talk to them, they are very much looking forward joining LIBA for various programs. And when they have seen that, LIBA has come up with a program that not only offers a PG from LIBA, but it also helps them, pursue USCP on the side. And within 11 months of time, they can achieve both. And of course, they can hit the market, hit the corporates, and of course, get into the various MNCs. It really makes them, really look forward to this course. But it is, coming from your way and coming the way you explained, I think it is just like an icing on the cake kind of thing, or icing on an ice cream kind of a thing, which is like, a cherry on the, if ice cream, it really comes up, then of course, everybody would have to relish that. So thanks for that. Coming on to Krishan, to you, this is again to get your sense on, public accounting. I think many of the folks somewhere feel and they have a somewhat inclination towards doing CPA, but they are still somewhere confused that, is CPA the right choice for them? So I have two questions, coming on the same lines. One, should they be doing CPA? And then the second thing that really comes up was that why should they be doing CPA and the PG together? So it's like, it's a two question. I'm trying to, wrap it up in one parcel and send it to you, Krishan, that, why CPA and then why CPA, with PG, I think that is something that many of the folks are really keen and interested on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pankaj. And I heartily accept both the questions together. Yeah. Okay, the first question about why CPA. Now, talking about the US CPA, which is Certified Public Accountant of USA, this qualification is offered by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, which is the largest professional body for accounting in the world. And I'll tell you why they are the largest professional body. They have got more than 450,000 people who are members of the qualification, and they're working across 190 countries globally. So you can imagine it's a very large family of professional accountants working across the world. So though it's a US qualification, however, members are present across the world. That's number one. Number two, if you look at the CPA as a qualification, it's a very wholesome course, which actually gives you an opportunity to go through various topics related to finance, accounting, business, risk management, compliance, right? And then regulation, which is tax and law, etc. And then obviously it also talks about audit, which is statutory audit, and you become a wholesome, complete finance and accounting professional, which is high in demand. I can tell you that there's not a single CPA in the world who is unemployed. So the opportunity is pretty large for somebody who is looking forward to a career in the field of accounting. Yes, every country has got a local body for professional accountancy. Like we have got Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. In the similar way, every country has got one. So AICPA is from US, but this qualification has actually got an edge wherein it gives you an opportunity to become a part of the global family of 450,000 people members, right? This qualification is actually being accepted across various firms and corporates, including, I can tell you that we work with 2,900 plus corporates ourselves as Becker, right? We have got an engagement with 100 plus accounting firms, which includes the Big Four also, and a couple of others. And when I say 100 plus, they are very large number of firms which have now come to India and they have started opening their offices here. And when they open an office here, they definitely look forward to people who are qualified professionals. So that's one for the CPA qualification. So I can tell you demand for the professionals is there. The market is pretty big. The family is large, which is the alumni base. And obviously it has got a presence across 190 plus countries. Talking about why CPA with the PG program. Now, this is a very interesting question, Pankaj, because this is something which we have not thought of. This is something which has come from the industry. Wherein when we spoke to a couple of industry folks, they said that, oh, when I hire an accountant, what he lacks is the leadership and financial skills. They have got very good technical knowledge in terms of accounting. However, they lack the leadership and financial skills. On the other hand, if I hire a finance professional who is, say, MBA in finance, that person has got good financial skills, leadership skills. However, they lack the core technical knowledge towards accounting. Now, this PG program, International Finance and Accounting, is going to cater to both, wherein we are going to give them the knowledge about management, leadership, finance, and the public accounting together, which means that when they come out, they'll be a wholesome professional who can look forward to not only a very good opening in terms of their careers with the best of the organizations, they can actually look forward to growing to the next level and take up the leadership positions within the organizations they're going to work for in the future of their careers. So it's a fantastic opportunity, a very, very uniquely placed program, which can actually look forward to giving them the right placements and the right support in terms of learning. And I can tell you that they'll be also getting a very strong support in terms of preparing for the examination. And I'm 100% sure that when they come out after 11 months, there'll be different set of professionals whom the industry would be more than happy to welcome to their in-house opportunities. So that's it from my side, Pankaj. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Krishan. I think very well covered. And I do, I would say reckon that fact that, the demand, being a qualified CPA, I can tell you that demand of CPA is really skyrocketing right now at this point in time. It has always been like that. So we have not seen a slump coming up in the CPA world, primarily because the qualification is so versatile that the need of the qualification never goes for a toss. So that's certainly there. And guys, one of the questions that really, that really came my way is that, is there an entrance exam for the course? Do you want to talk on that, Kunal sir, that is there an entrance exam for the course? I can straight away answer that, but it will be good if it really comes from you.
Yeah, so of course there is no exam right now from the LIBA side, but we are going for the evaluation and that interview, and the first level screening is going to be done by the panel committee, and then we will those who will be shortlisted by the panel committee, then 3 or 4 people will be that form a committee, and then we are going to take an interview. So it is dual process. First is early screening of the candidate, that we are going to, the panel will accept that, okay, based on some scores or based on some criteria, it is there that their 10th, 12th and others scores are also going to be matter. And then based on your interview score, we are going to give you. It is not open for all, but yeah, it is there is no CAT and JAT and that kind of requirement is there. So of course there is no written test that is waived off, but yeah, of course you have to clear your early screening and the interview. That is a mandatory requirement before entering into this. Yeah.
Now, this is an excellent news, guys. Getting into LIBA without clearing ZAT, CAT, is amazing, right? And of course, you have to do get the evaluation done of your credentials. That's certainly there, and of course, an interview is something that really makes you also learn so many things. So it is a golden opportunity for anyone and everyone thinking about getting into Loyola, and of course, being part of the alumni, for alumni fraternity of LIBA. It's certainly something to really explore and worth taking, at your stride. So guys, if you're thinking about it, I think, this is really a positive news for all of us. There is no entrance exam to it. Now, coming on to, one of the questions that I generally hear, Krishan, and I'll push this on to you, is that, I'm interested in a 2-year MBA. I really want to give my 2 years, want to do MBA. This I'm getting in 11 months. Should I be going forward to this? Should I not wait and spend 2 years in achieving what I want to achieve? Will I get that in 11 months of time? That is a question that many of the students have. So what do you want to say about it?
Yeah, again, a great question, Pankaj. Now, if we look at any MBA program, yes, most of the MBA programs are 2 years. Now, there are a lot of MBA programs which have come with a 1-year kind of an opportunity, including with the best of the institutions like IIM Ahmedabad and ISB and a couple of other top institutes. They're offering 1-year courses now. There's a small difference between the 2-year and 1 year. 2-year program, obviously, you study for approximately around, say, 600 to 700 hours of studies. Here also, you're going to study for somewhere around 450 to 500 hours of studies, which also includes your own efforts and preparation towards case studies and other things, right? Now, in the 11-month, practically, it's like a capsule which you're going to get, right? So a capsule of CPA along with all the international finance related courses, leadership and management related courses. So practically, this is a very good blend of both together in a short time period. Advantage is that if you can get the similar kind of a job, right, at least 1 year before, Pankaj, right? So why will you wait for 2 years? I would not like to wait for 2 years. If I get an opportunity to do it earlier, I would like to go ahead and start my career early. If I start my career earlier than others, for example, today I'm 20 years of age, right? I wait for 2 years. I will be 22, 22 and a half or 23 by the time I start my job. Here, at the age of 20, I start, 21 I have completed, right? 21 and a half, I have already started my career. Now, think about the career span for someone who's starting, say, 1 or 2 years or 3 years earlier than the other people, right? You will be actually in 3 years' time, you would have moved to the next level within the same organization or into a different organization, right? You would have actually looked forward to a higher salary also because somebody will come and look at the similar kind of salary after 2 years. And I can tell you that LIBA does not differentiate in terms of placements. Placements and the support which will be provided to you would be the same, right? So you actually start early and then you move forward. And after 3 years, it might happen that the person who is doing the other course, right, he might come and work under you as a management trainee. So you have an opportunity to actually mentor that person later on. So in case you wish to wait, you'll be mentored by somebody who has started early. Otherwise, it's an opportunity for you to start early and move ahead with your career earlier than others. So that's my take on this, Pankaj.
Excellent. Guys who want to wait, you tell me, raise your hands who want to wait. No one, right? No one wants to wait. Everybody wants, things to happen as soon as possible. And when it comes to your career, earlier you start, the best it is. And I think if you are able to get what you can get in 2 years of time, if you can get that in 11 months of time, who wants to wait for 2 years? There is no brainer, my friend. And I don't think there is anything that should stop you, thinking about this, at least from the standpoint that should you be going for 2 years program or not? Absolutely not worth. If you're getting the same thing, why not to, grab it and move it on? The other piece, Krishan, again, on the same lines that really comes up, that many students ask that it's an online program. While, this is a blended program, but they correlate this to be an online program. What do you want to say about it? How should people should be thinking about it? It's, they should, they're confused that should they be joining, would they get in value add or not? What is your take on that?
Yeah, again, very, very important question, Pankaj. Now, if we look at this program, as you rightly mentioned, it's a blended course. When I say blended, there is a good element of online classes which will happen. There'll be some recorded sessions also, right? And also what will happen is there'll be campus immersions wherein the students would be going to the campus and studying there. Why did we thought of having a campus immersion? The reason is that in the campus immersion, you get an opportunity to meet your other peer groups, right? Peer group members, your friends who are studying with you. And then what happens is you are able to learn from each other. That peer-to-peer learning is really very important in any kind of business school related courses. And that was the reason why we created that module of immersion within the program. I think there are 3 immersions which are there throughout the year when the students would be going to the campus and they'll be studying there. So this program actually uniquely places and it differentiates this program from other online courses which are available. The other thing is that this program gives you the status of an alumni of LIBA. You will become an alumni of LIBA, which is another opportunity for you that you're part of Loyola's alumni base, right? So there is no difference between you and the others. You are practically alumni of Loyola Institute of Business Administration. The other thing is that once you complete CPA also makes you the alumni of AICPA, right? So you're going to be a part of that large family which is there. And in CPA, obviously, you know that CPA is normally taught through the online mode only, right? That's the way in which most of the accounting courses are taught across the world, which is through a self-study or through a tutor-driven experience, right? So most of these courses have got that flavor. And that was the reason we said that, okay, why not give this opportunity to everyone, whether they are working with a good corporate right now, or maybe they are looking forward to working with a corporate later on. But then in case they can start with this course, get the blend of both together, which is online recorded sessions, and then the campus immersions, which is physical on campus, they would be able to look forward to the placements. The other thing is that none of the online programs will offer you placements or the alumni status. Here, you get the placement, you also get the alumni status. Both are really very important when it comes to the pedigree towards being a part of a top institution like Loyola, right? So it actually creates an opportunity for you to be a part of this kind of a family and practically 2 families, which is AICPA and the LIBA family. You can actually look forward to a very good career. LIBA has got a very strong alumni base. They have been working in the field of management education since 1979. So it's been approximately around 42, 43 years, which LIBA has already spent. We as Becker, we have been working since 1959, so approximately 60 plus years of experience in the field of teaching the CPA. So with both the institutions coming together, as Kunal sir mentioned, you have a very strong career and an opportunity to look forward to. So don't worry. What we have done is that we have ensured there's a good, strong amount of campus opportunity for you. You'll be there in the campus and studying along with your peers, which will help you in terms of getting the right placements and the alumni opportunity in the long run. So Pankaj, over to you. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think it really clarifies in terms of, what doubt many of the students had. While I was talking on that, I did saw one question popping up wherein, it was being said that, is it suited for the people who are experienced? What about the scope for freshers? So I'll take this down, for you, Manish. I think, everything is good for experienced folks, Manish. And, every course that you would see, experienced folks can anyway go and do. But courses like this, the way we have created this course is for the BComs freshers who may or who may not be part of any corporate. They would learn the art of the trade in terms of, what is really happening in the world of finance right from the scratch. So on the one side, they learn the management piece of it, the leadership piece of it. And on the other side, they would learn the public accounting or the CPA as a profession. So it's a very versatile course that really inculcate that really blends two very important pillars of finance, which is like in the way that the finance is changing, the modern era of finance, the kind of modern concepts that you learn in finance, the way you really need to complement when you really get into any kind of corporate. I think on the one hand, you'll be learning that. And on the other hand, you would get a professional qualification. So, and CPA being a professional qualification, being suited and being asked in various corporates, you are really preparing for a qualification that can really make you land up into various corporates, which you otherwise would not maybe get landed on. So in a way, this is a course that really suits the fresher because they can start their journey of becoming a professional by achieving a CPA as a qualification. And on the other hand, you can also get an exposure to the management, to the leadership, which Loyola would be offering you in terms of, really shaping you up into a very different human being. So it's a very different way of polishing yourself on the management side and on the finance side. And, parallelly having a professional qualification, which is CPA, to really hit the market in a very harder way. There is a huge scope for freshers. We are really calling all the BComs, to really look forward to this course because this is really made for them. It is a tailor-made course for them to really give a speed up and a very different level of speed up to their career so that they can really achieve what they can and what they should. Coming on to, you, Dr. Kunal, I think, I do have one thing that many of the students would want to look forward to is, they have heard about the TLA mechanism, that LIBA really follows, which is like more of, teaching, learning, and of course, the pieces that they would really want to understand. So what is your take on it? Do you want to explain in a bit in terms of, what the TLA mechanism is so that students should know that, LIBA would be really guiding them in this way?
Yeah, so LIBA did not believe in the formal test. So there is no test in LIBA. Every day is test or every day. So if you are attending my class or any class, any professor's class, so at the end of the day, there is some quiz or there is some evaluation. Every day, some evaluation will be there. So if you are missing the class, then you are losing some marks. So there is nothing called end term or mid term and that kind of thing. And then LIBA always look for that your play with your strength, not on the weakness. So as always, my father director always say that singers has to be tested on the singing skills and the dancer has to be tested on the dancing skill. It is not like that we are just going to collaborate with that. Okay, you are very good in written ability, you have to write the things. If you are very good in the verbal things, okay, we will give that some amount so that you can progress in your career in that front itself. So we did not have testing pattern. So that TLA is the unique to LIBA. We evaluate in each and every day class. We did not have a formal arrangement of test. So that test fear is already gone from you. So you just see how if the test and examination is not, so half of the burden is gone. So that is the first, it is Gurukul kind of environment, where if you are attending my class, that for attending the class itself, you are getting some points. At least you will get 5 or 6 marks. If it is 15 marks evaluation, 5 to 6 marks is certainly for you. And then at the end of the day, if you have listened something, at least grace marks will be there for you. So that kind of things are there. So once if it is like, I am just eliminating the fear from you, examination fear, like mid-term evaluation and end-term evaluation, then half of the fear factor has gone, and then you are the more confident guy. We have already done that, and our graduates, those who are earlier, they are faltering in this system. Now they are scaling, and wherever they are going, they are performing in the best of the best capacity. Because examination is only 3 hours. We believe in that. Your formal assessment has to be there, because someday some bad thing happened to you, maybe at your personal level or maybe at the professional level, and that 3 hours is just going to decide your entire career. It is not fair. So LIBA has taken this policy that we will not do. We will get away with this examination system, and other IIMs and other top XLRI and others, they are following it, how they have implemented it. So this is the beauty of TLA, that teaching learning assessment, because here we are more focusing on your learning rather than rote system of the just you catchy words and then vomit on the paper. And I'm getting 10 out of 10. Sorry. So that's all. So this TLA is really unique to LIBA, and we are eliminating your fear factor. So there is no examination, so don't worry about those blunders things that you have already gone through. Okay, that's all from the award from this TLA.
And this is classic, Dr. Kunal. Thank you very much for that. One thing, students, that you really need to understand and realize is that corporates also look forward to this TLA mechanism. They also do not want to do for you to do the rote learning and then mug up and then deliver and this and that. They also don't want you to do that. They really want you to show the application of the knowledge, and that's what TLA mechanism really believes in, wherein we are not trying to mug up the things and really put it on a piece of paper. They really want you to demonstrate that in your real life on the ongoing basis. And that's something, one should always wish for. And, you should really be taking to the credit, and you should certainly be thinking about it in the best possible way. So I think it's all the more something that one should really look forward to. Coming on to the I think I do have last couple of questions, guys. I'll not be taking more time. I know I have already taken up more. My point to you, Krishan, is and this is to circle back on one of the things that many of the students are really looking forward to, is what kind of career opportunities they can expect out of this program, what kind of jobs they can expect. If you can give some insights to that, some perspective to those jobs, the kind of salary level they can expect, that will give them a flavor in terms of what is really coming their way.
Thank you, Pankaj, again. And one point I wanted to share before I get into the career opportunities is that yes, there's a TLA mechanism which is there at LIBA. However, for CPA there'll be examination, right? So you'll have to go through a 4-hour examination, which will happen every quarter for each of the papers, and we expect you to finish the CPA examinations also alongside your PG program. Good thing is that LIBA is giving you an opportunity to actually get the assessment done throughout the year, which is every day there'll be assessment. However, for CPA, there'll be a formalized assessment in terms of an examination. So you need to prepare well for that and write that. But LIBA's support will definitely help you in ensuring that you're able to prepare well for the CPA exam and clear that too, along with your PG program. Talking about the career opportunities, Pankaj, as I mentioned to you, that the career opportunities are pretty good at this moment for anyone who's looking forward to a qualification like CPA. Talking about accounting and finance as a domain, majority of the accounting and finance jobs, Pankaj, which were there in places like US, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, have actually come to India, right? They have come to India. And there's a very interesting fact that after 2009, There has not been a single BPO which has come, but there are accounting organizations which have come to India, which means that accounting jobs which were there in US have been actually transported to India. So you have an opportunity to work for a US firm while you're in India now. And you can actually very well go ahead and perform all the works which are required as a CPA when you complete the qualification, because you'll get the license for a particular state and you'll be able to do that while you're working in India. Obviously, you'll not be able to look at the Indian books, but yes, the US books you'll be able to look at, and you'll be able to definitely look forward to signing them. When it comes to the jobs, yes, the jobs in terms of the numbers, I can tell you, the number of jobs are pretty large at this stage right now. The demand for the qualification is such that we have got more jobs and less number of people to apply to those jobs. So the accounting professionals have got a very strong career. The other thing is that if we look at the average CTC which is being offered to a CPA, right? And CPAs normally are slightly better than the normal other people. Why? Because you pursue a CPA course after your graduation only, not before that. So the average salary currently is around 12 lakhs for a CPA in India. That's the average. However, if you look at the normal PG program, which is being offered at LIBA or any other good business school, the average CTC which is being offered to the passing out students is around 15 to 16 lakhs per annum, right? So if you look at a blend of both, wherein somebody is coming out with a PGP from LIBA and a CPA from us, what happens is the person will have an edge over and above the other people, wherein this person can actually look forward to a much higher salary than the normal. I'm definitely sure that, and that's what is the commitment from various corporates, that they are looking forward to such folks who understand accounting as well as finance both, right? And I'm 100% sure that with this kind of a good knowledge, they can not only look forward to accounting jobs, they'll be able to look at finance jobs also. And my friends, finance and accounting both are very, very different from each other, right? So you'll be able to look forward to jobs with the banks, with the investment banks, right? With consulting firms. So not only the big fours, most of the times what happens is when you go for an accounting course, you are just limited to KPMG, EY, PwC, Deloitte, and the other accounting firms which are there. Here, what happens is you can actually look forward to any organization wherein there is a finance department, accounting department, and also you can look forward to large multinational investment banks and the other banks and the other financial services firms which are there. And India is growing very fast. There are too many companies which have come here now, and they are looking forward to large set of employees. I can quote one example here, Pankaj. One of the accounting organizations which has recently opened an office in Bangalore, they have told us that they need at least around 3,000 CPAs in the next 2 years' time. And you tell me that how many people we have right now, right? So that's the current situation. So demand is high, supply is less. So opportunity is there. Students should not worry about placements. They should worry about us that they have to prepare for these examinations, write all the exams on time, pass them, and complete the qualification. Placement would automatically come. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more on that. Being a part of the finance fraternity and being part of finance for so many American organizations, all I can tell you is that the way things are really flaring up in India, outside India, sky's the limit with this qualification. And when it specifically comes with a business school like LIBA, it really adds a very different level of color to your CV, which of course everyone would want to pick up and of course wants you to take the benefit of. So, I don't see any doubt the kind of career opportunities, be it in the MNCs, be it in the big fours, or be it for that matter, the financial services firms, be it the investment banks, the sky is the limit. You would see all the names, big names coming your way once you have a qualification like this. So there is no doubt on that. I think, just to, I think some technical error, due to some technical error, Dr. Kunal got logged off. I think he's trying to join, but there is some issue with the technical thing. So which is fine.
I am here, but I think
okay, I'm sorry.
Our problem is there. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Sorry for that, sir. So I think that's pretty much what I really wanted to cover over here. Anything that any student may have, we'll happy to answer, guys. You can just put your questions on the chat. The team has put it up, the number and the email of the LIBA team who can help you get registered for the program. Do reach out to them, and of course they'll be more than happy to take your candidature forward and get you into this dream program that all the professionals may have, so they can really help you out with that. But anything that you have with regards to this course that you would want to bring on table, you want to ask, we have the veterans over here we have the leaders over here who are really the brain behind creating a niche program like this. They'll be more than happy to really chat and of course help you out with anything, guys, that you have in your mind that they can help you out with. Please feel free, just type a question on the chat and we'll have them for you to answer that.
Pankaj, I think
Guys, this is your
they're not
time.
asking.
Anybody has anything?
They're
This
not
is your
asking,
time.
it seems, no? So students, I can tell you one thing, that it is about your careers. We have done what we have to. But practically it is about you and your career. Please do ask questions. Don't worry. And in case you don't want to ask a question, please share your thoughts or ideas, anything which comes to your mind. Yeah. Otherwise, we will feel that, okay, either we have done a fantastic session wherein you have understood everything, or else we have done a bouncer to you and you have not been able to understand anything. So feel free to ask us the questions, please. Yeah. Anyone? Pankaj, you can unmute them if you want. We have 10 minutes, so that should not be a problem. Yeah.
Anybody, guys, anything that you guys have? You can talk, you can chat. More than happy to really answer anything that really comes your way. It's a big time opportunity coming your way, and for you to take the right decision, it is all the more imperative and important that you should talk on that. Okay, Rakesh says, are we limited only to US MNC jobs or Big Fours, or what are the scope like abroad? Okay, so Krishan, do you want to take up or I should take it up?
Yeah, you can start with that, Pankaj. You have gone through it yourself, so no one can be better than you to answer this. Yeah.
All right. So Rakesh, there is no limit to it. There is no limit to the job that you can expect, after a course like this. Be it in India, be it outside India, there is certainly a high demand. Within India, of course, the MNCs, I'm not even circling down US MNCs. Even the Indian MNCs are looking forward to the profile like this. I can tell you, I did my CPA when I was part of Wipro. Wipro is a listed company in US. They wanted somebody to really know somebody who knows the SEC compliance, the US GAAP compliances, and so on and so forth. So I needed to do that. Now you think about the companies like Hindustan Unilever, or for that matter, Procter and Gamble, or for that matter, companies on the IT side, which is Infosys, Tata Consulting, and so on and so forth. Think about the banks, ICICI Bank, they have the US compliances. So it is not only US MNCs, it is Indian MNCs also who are really looking forward to a qualification like CPA. That is one. The second piece is, it is not only Big Four. There are many firms who are doing the US work in India. In fact, after this qualification, you can also start your own US practice in India, wherein you can handle the work of US clients right now sitting out here in India. So that's another way to look at it. Big Four is certainly there, but of course, the other consulting firms or your own firm is certainly on the cards. Now, scope outside India. There is huge scope. Of course, working in these companies can really make you shift your base from India to US or to any other geography. That is certainly there. The other pieces is that if you really just go and type it on Google, US, say CPA jobs in US, you'll be astonished to see the kind of job opportunities and the openings that they have. Or type CPA jobs, CPA international jobs, you'll be surprised to see the kind of job that they have. That is what you really need to see. That is what you really need to believe in. So you are heading towards a course that really can make you a global citizen. And this global citizen can work in any country and every country that they really aspire for. It is just that you taking the right step, you taking the right choices, and of course working hard towards it, and then the sky is the limit. Anything that I missed on, Krishan, that you would want to add on?
No, I think you have covered it very comprehensively, Pankaj. Nothing to add here. Thank you.
Anybody, guys, anything, feel free.
Guys, come on. Here, 3 people are there to give you the answer. Here, we are not here to rag you. We are not going to ask any question. This is the time you have to ask.
So Samiksha says, sir, how can I cover 2-year MBA finance in 11 months? So Krishan, do you want to pick it up? I think that's good. That's a good one.
So as I mentioned to you, yes. See, what happens is if you look at the courses which are there in any of the MBA finance programs in the country today, you can very well go and check them out. You'll be able to see that the courses that we have got in the LIBA PG program are much more comprehensive, and it actually gives you not only the technical knowledge, but the knowledge towards the advanced finance and advanced accounting areas, right? Along with finance and leadership. The best thing is that, yes, you'll be able to cover it because we have got faculties like Pankaj, and there are various faculties from Loyola who are going to teach you, and there'll be other CPA faculties who will be coming and teaching you, right? They will ensure that you are being supported, you are being given the right knowledge to prepare for your examinations, and also you are being supported to complete your PG program from the Loyola faculties. Everything will happen within 11 months. That is our job. You don't worry about that. And I know that Loyola is proficient enough in handling such courses. Loyola has already got various such courses wherein within 1 year, these courses are being provided to the students. And to your information, Samiksha, most of the master's program in US, right, as well as in UK, are 1 year only. In India only, we have got various courses which are of 2 years because obviously we have a very different format for education here. Otherwise, the master's program in majority of the countries worldwide are 1 year programs only, and they are able to cover it within the same time frame. So we are going to do that within the 11 months time. You don't worry. We are there to help you and ensure that you are able to not only pass your PG program, but also the CPA examinations within the 11-month time frame. Pankaj, you want to add something here? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the one very important and relevant point over here, Samiksha, is that this program is crafted and drafted in a way, the way the international programs are crafted. And Krishan rightly mentioned that most of the geographies that you would see only have 1 year kind of a program for the masters. It is only India which is of course doing 2 years. And I'm not saying that they're doing it for wrong reasons. They have their own ways of doing things. But this program, being an international finance program, is being structured in a way that you would get what you really need in these 11 months of time. And I can tell you the curriculum that we really have crafted for this program is very well needed in various corporates, because corporate needing, were needing it. So they really needed you to go through those content areas and go through those specific areas to make sure that you are there from the standpoint of handling the role that they really want you to handle. So effectively, it is being, I would say, customized to the needs of the corporates that they have, and they have not wanted us to, some of the areas which we have just not kept in this program. They wanted the specific international finance areas, and that is what you would see in the program, and that is the reason you'll be able to finish this in 11 months of time, and of course get this going. I hope you got your answer, Samiksha. Anyone, guys, any other question that you guys may have, I'm happy to chat. It's more like it's your time, guys. We're more than happy to really address. We have 3 more minutes, and more than happy to really answer. You should really feel privileged, guys. Dr. Kunal Kishor is on personal leave right now. And I really requested him to be here for you guys, to give his inputs to you. So, you should certainly take the benefit of Dr. Kunal Kishor, so that, at least he should also feel that, he's taking time out of his personal time, and so he's able to add some value to you guys.
Dear sir, any financial assistance to go through our course?
I'm sorry, maybe I missed on that. Can you repeat, please?
No, he is asking any financial assistance is there right now. Okay. That question is there.
Yes. Muruganidhi, you're asking that any financial assistance is being provided under this program or not, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kishor sir, you want to answer?
No problem.
Yes, sir.
We have tie-up with the bank, so you will get, and Pankaj is right man to give you the details. Okay, so we have already handled with the financial houses, so we will able to support you. They will able to support you. You did not have all the details are there with the Pankaj and my own colleague. He was today on leave, personal leave, so that's why I am here. Otherwise, he will also give the that details.
Yes,
Yeah,
Murugan,
Pankaj, sir.
yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, Murugan, we do have very comprehensive plan for the financial assistance for this program. We have a dedicated organization which is working with so many corporates and so many students around the world, helping them supporting in program like these. And they will be coming up and, of course, helping you out with the financing of this program. And you'd be able to get a I would say the best of the best EMIs for the course that you really want to take on, and of course take the lead on. So there is a comprehensive plan being available. I've already as I said, I've already given the number, and I'll just type that again, the number and the email ID to which you can reach out, and the team would be more than happy to really support you there. The number is on the chat, guys. Anybody want to pick it up, just pick up the call, WhatsApp us. Team would be certainly there to really help you get the right flavor and the right color of what that is. Anybody else, guys? Anyone before we really wrap up? I think we're just on time. I don't want to go beyond. So anything, maybe last question anyone may have before we really wrap up. All right. If there is nothing, then I would not take more time from our panelists. Thank you very much, Krishan. Thank you very much, Dr. Kunal Kishor, for being here. It is always, as I said, pleasure for being here and sharing chats with you. I think it is all the more imperative and important for students to really get things from your perspective. Your experience really counts for them. So thank you very much. We really look forward for these informative sessions in the weeks to come. But for now, Dr. Kunal Kishor, I'll leave you with your personal time. I'm sorry for that. And thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pankaj, for inviting us. Thank you, Kunal sir.
Thank you, Krishan.
Thank you.
Thank you, students. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.